Howdy, dear senior citizens here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Yes, indeed, a brand new day. Oy vey, yesterday. Hokey smokes. First off, weather report talking about right now, it's not raining. It wasn't raining yesterday. It may rain later, but right now the light is coming through the trees, and thumbs up for that, so yay! But oy vey, yesterday, what a day. I'm trying to get things set up so I can have a colonoscopy done again. Because there's going to be like local stuff there, or hopefully they're wanting me to get a blood draw so that they can do that. So yesterday, after getting the call on Friday that I can go and get the blood draw at the local hospital, Monday I forgot. So yesterday, I spent the time to walk through our local hospital so I could get my blood draw. Now, it's a distance. It takes an hour and some to walk there. So, yay. So yesterday, I started off after recording my vlog and then editing and rendering, uploading, and then I recorded some videos so I wouldn't have to worry about recording when I got back. And as soon as I was done, 10 o'clock a.m., I head out to the local hospital. Oh boy, it's been forever since I've been to the local hospital. They have had major changes to everything. So they're trying to get me into the system. And that's all messed up. They have the wrong birth date, the wrong address, the wrong everything. I'm able to determine through random stuff as they're trying to figure out, with the address given, they give me a phone number, and I went, that is my in-laws' old phone number. So likely, when things got updated, they updated my records with my brother-in-law's information. It took a long time to get that all fixed up. And then because this is through the Veterans Administration, and the Veterans Administration uses community services, they have new contracts all the time with community things. It took forever for them to be able to figure out what was going on with the orders that were faxed over so that they could find the proper authorization so that they could get paid by the proper people. So finally, after about an hour of being there, I'm able to get in line to go in and get my blood drawn. Now, I was told simply don't eat anything within, 8 hours of going to get your blood drawn. Well, I know that when you're like NPO, you're supposed to eat and drink as absolutely little as possible. You have to take your meds. So you have to take fluids and such in to take your meds. They asked me a couple questions, like, when was the last time you ate? Did you drink anything? I washed down my meds yesterday morning with some diet soda. And I hadn't eaten for about 24 hours. Well, just water, even diet soda, will mess up your lab results. So I couldn't do it because of that immediately. And as stated, I hadn't eaten for well over 24 hours by the time I got in there. So, 3 hours after I got there, after I left at 10 o'clock, I was able to leave. And so I walked home. And I'm going back today. I took my medicine this morning. I just drank it down with flat water. Yesterday, I ate something. It's going to be 12 hours since I've eaten when I go and get my blood drawn, so that's good. So I'm going to get it done today. Yeah, it's going to be an hour and some odd walk to get there, an hour and some odd walk to get back. Life is life. At least I've got a video that I only have to edit and render. The second half of the video I did yesterday. Now when I got home, I got more stories to tell. When I got home, I took my video, just started editing, and then rendered, uploaded. It was late, but it was up. So at least that worked, and it was very, very good. Now, because I was out of food, 100% out of food, and I get my disability on Friday, and I had only 74 cents to my name, because my credit union will honor payments until your account gets to minus 500, I stopped at the store and wrote a check. Again, it's not a bad check since my bank will honor it. So I'm not admitting to a crime, because in the United States, crimes against corporations and property are far worse and treated far, far more as if you hurt something that actually mattered if you hurt property and corporations instead of like people. As if you've been watching the news, people get murdered here all the time. Nothing. But the minute you commit vandalism, oh my God, the GOP just goes wild. But anyway, on that, try to remember what I was talking about now. Yes, writing the check. Thank you. So I write the check, and I get a little bit extra so I can have money to buy food until I get paid. Now, altogether, even though they're going to honor it, it's still going to be a $28 non-sufficient funds charge. But I actually got my YouTube paycheck this morning, which was good. I've gotten so little money that I didn't get paid last month because there wasn't enough. If it's below a certain threshold, they just hold it until it passes that threshold. It was so bad, I didn't get paid from YouTube last month. My views on my videos were that bad that I just did not get paid from YouTube. But with last month and the month prior, it crossed that threshold and I got paid. It went to PayPal, which I immediately threw into my account so that the check I wrote is not sufficient funds anymore. It's going to be honored, and I'm going to actually have some money. Oh my goodness. So I don't need to spend that money. I've still got that $20 that I wrote over to buy food, and I'm going to buy food on my trip back. I'm hungry now, and I'm thirsty, but I can't drink anything or eat anything, so thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, that's the big thing that happened yesterday, and the big thing that's going to happen today. I was, though, just as a really, really quick aside, Amelia, come on. Amelia, quit digging around and making noise. Amelia, my apologies. My kitty is so loud sometimes. I was pretty pleased at one point about something that happened in the game, because I like to do the relaxation series stuff where it's like playing the game. A lot of my Minecraft stuff is just relaxation stuff. A lot of my Rising World and other games are just relaxation stuff. Zone out, chill out. Amelia, no. Now she wants to go out. She has been wild this morning. So, a lot of it, as I say, is just relaxation stuff. To chill out, to listen to put it on in the background. There are a lot of people that listen and then just go to sleep as they're listening. Just relax and all that. So it's good. But in my game, I was talking about how there are death pits in the world, in the game world of Rising World. Amelia, come here. I want you to stop doing this morning. You are driving me nuts. Get away from the door. Okay. She is driving me nuts. But in the game Rising World, there are death pits everywhere. And you have to be careful because you can just cross over a little hill and there's a pit there. Well, I was running along the coastline, just exploring, and then I came up on this little bit of hill and crossed over because I wanted to get to the mountains. Literally, I was this far away from the pit. I came up over the edge and then was up and on top. This far to my left was the pit, straight down. When I came up over that lip of hill, it was immediate death pit. I'm pretty proud of my editing because I was playing some nice music as I was going along. And then as we come up over the top and there's the pit and I'm going, oh my God, I played this gasping sound from, an audience gasping sound with this horror stinger sound of meow, and then just cut the music entirely. And then after about 5-6 seconds, slowly fade back into the music. And it was like, oh, that was so close. It was insane. So thumbs up on that. And don't worry, my little kitty is fine. She's right here. She just wants to go out and then come back in and then go back out and then come back in every 5 minutes like she's been doing the last couple days. No way. Anyway, she's right here. She's fine. She's a good kitty. I also have other stuff written down on here. This is because I have been watching a lot more of, I like to watch just people online, and if they're funny, if they do wild stuff, I'll watch that. I can imagine that it would be pretty frustrating to play online games with the one YouTuber, Call Me Kevin, because he does his darndest to not do things right and to do things crazy. And in fact, he does media shares on his Twitch streams, and some people put on like videos of him, and one of them was Irish people yelling at Call Me Kevin for 2 minutes because he had been playing a lot of multiplayer games, and everyone was thoroughly frustrated because anything that you shouldn't do, he did. And so it's Kevin. So he's wild that way. But what a lot of stuff he does when he goes on live on Twitch is he doesn't have a specific thing he's doing. Like the latest one, they did some media share for a while where people just put up clips and he tries to do, try not to laugh challenges. And then they just watch some TV for a while, and then he played a game and immediately just did it all wrong, of course. I've not been doing a lot of Twitch, not from choice, but mostly because I don't have a phone yet. And once again, I am going to talk about that because people have tried to help and it's so far not worked for various reasons. If I start just streaming on Twitch with no great purpose like that, but just chill sort of relaxation, I'm going to play a game, we're going to talk, we're going to yak about stuff, would people just watch that? Where I, maybe bounce from game to game or even just stick with one, but primarily it's not to play the game, but to play the game as just something that's there and to amuse people with as we talk about stuff and just yammer. Because I wouldn't mind doing that. I wouldn't mind just talking as I'm doing the stuff and just doing crazy things as well. I'm not a lunatic like someone like Call Me Kevin. I mean, he was playing the game Cooking Simulator, except they have various expansions for baking and pizza, and he was playing Pizza Simulator. And he was not even trying. I mean, it's just, he did a tutorial for a little while, then just quit, and this just was doing everything absolutely insane. So I'm not that kind of guy. I like to try and go along and mostly see if I can do the games semi-properly. I view that as the challenge instead of just, what can I ruin? So it's like when the game first started up and it gave them a wad of pizza dough. The first thing he did was pick it up and then pitch it out the window. So he had no pizza dough. He couldn't do the tutorial. He had no pizza dough to do the tutorial with. And so he had to immediately restart. So I don't know. I'd sort of like to do that, and I wouldn't mind at all. Problem is, of course, my housemate will reset the cable modem at random times without telling me. And then I just find out when the internet goes off. Whether I'm uploading or talking or it doesn't matter. He doesn't let me know. Plus, he's always playing multiplayer games. So I don't know if that would damage his multiplayer games. So yay. But I'd love to get back into doing stuff like that, especially now, especially if I could, I won't be able to get paid for it until I can get myself a phone that can do texts. But phones are expensive, even the cheap ones. And I I can barely afford to purchase food. In fact, as you heard from the beginning of the video, I had to write what would have been a bad check if my bank didn't honor checks like that, just so that I could eat. I don't know how I can justify paying for a phone when I can't even eat. And I'm not getting paid by YouTube enough, to even eat. So I don't know. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them later. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. But until then, I'm just going to thank as many people as I possibly can. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. And even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, mourning, and more, I'm sometimes lucky that I can remember what my own name is. So we have K's, K-A-I-Z-Z, thumbs up and thank you. We have Sleep Science, greatly appreciated. Lucifer, thumbs up, and very good to see you in the comments again. Christopher Thomas, thumbs up. We have Zeno with a whole bunch of lines and slashes through it, thumbs up. Mario Glory, greatly appreciated. Fargrand, thank you very, very much. Ofada, thumbs up and thank you. We have RP, greatly appreciated. JMS, thumbs up. Awaken Bacon TV, good to see you in the comments. We have Tommy Nelson, thumbs up. There is Melissa R, greatly appreciated. We have Saul Bentley, thumbs up. Baso Bavat, I bet I'm nowhere close, but thank you. And FF78910, thumbs up and thank you. Carlos Rob, greatly appreciated. Carlin Reisenauer, thumbs up. Kira Lemongrab, always good to see you in the comments, thumbs up and thank you. Lucas Person, thumbs up. There is Mueso, M-U-I-S-E-O, thumbs up. There is Nando Rice Cheruti, which I'm nowhere close with the name, but thank you very, very much and always good to see you. Flashlight, thumbs up and thank you. There is Gabrielle Juice, G-A-B-R-I-J-E-L-J-U-S, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you all. I got more comments in the last 24 hours than I have in the past couple days. So thank you, greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head into the world, dealing with real people, if even in text, and it is appreciated to no end. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money, I need to update my Amazon wish list link, but it has things, has things like I can't speak English. We'll have things like Reptisand and cat food, hamster bedding. That would be cool if you could check it out. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very, very cool. A definite thumbs up indeed. And of course, the horse head of encouragement, even though it currently wears the grand and powerful lobster hat, still wishes the very best for each and every one of us. We have the potential to be angels or demons, and the horse head of encouragement, even though it wears the grand and powerful lobster hat, still wishes that the very best for each and every one of us. Even though I stumble over my words, the horse head of encouragement never stumbles over its encouragement. And of course, Black Lives Matter and stop Asian hate. Asian hate and hate crimes are on an uptick in the U.S. And good Lord, people, please, no, if you see it, speak up. And if you do it, don't. And of course, try to stay as safe and creative as you can during these very hard times, no matter where you are in the world. Please be safe. And if you're in some place that does not take the pandemic seriously, like the United States, please don't go out if you don't have to. If you do, please wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing. This is, it's horrific. It never had to be. We can try to ameliorate it. Please listen to science. And of course, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing.